Hello, Miss Bierle's World Geography students. This is Mrs. Kringle. Today I wanted to show you how to find some resources that might be helpful to you as you develop your sustainable food project idea for Miss Bierle. She and I have created a project page full of links to videos and websites all about sustainable living. And I want to show you where to find that. So the first thing you need to do is go to the Pierre School District homepage, which is pierre.k12.sd.us. Once you're on the homepage, put your mouse over the word schools. You'll see our 5 schools in our district. If we mouse over TF Riggs High School, you'll see a pop-up menu that appears on the right-hand side that says TF Riggs Library, just about halfway down. Go ahead and click on that. That'll take you to the library page. Once you're on the library page, we want to go to this link right here that says Riggs Research Help. Riggs Research Help has a lot of great resources for you, but the one we're looking for today is going to be over here on the left-hand side. It's going to be under the heading Subject Research Pages, and we're going to scroll down and look for Miss Bierle's name. And you'll see there's actually three project pages for Miss Bierle. The one we're looking for today is called Miss Bierle's Sustainable Development Project page. This website has, like I said, links to videos, websites, and information about sustainable living that Miss Bierle and I have gathered together over the last couple of years that we've worked together. Each one of these links here in black is clickable. If you just put your mouse over them, it becomes a hand. You can see that's a link, a hyperlink, so you can get to the website that way. Some of them, if they're videos, you'll see little arrows on it, and that you can actually just watch that video right there. So that Leader of Light is a video. The one I want to show you is just a little bit down here. It's called The Farm of the Future. It uses no soil and 95% less water. Because, you know, by 2050, the world is going to need to grow 2 times as much food as it currently does to feed the 9 billion people that are projected to be here in 2050. But we're going to have to do it with less land. And so there's a need for ideas of ways to develop sustainable agriculture. And this is one of the ways that you can do that, which is called vertical farming. So if you didn't know what vertical farming is, you can watch this little video here and it'll give you an idea of something that's happening in New Jersey, a vertical farm that's being grown in the city of Newark, New Jersey. So let's go ahead and let's watch this little video here. It's about 3 minutes. It'll give us some ideas about some sustainable farming that's happening in the United States.
You can't see it on the outside, but this old industrial neighborhood is an agricultural oasis. Inside this former laser tag arena, about 250 kinds of leafy greens are growing in huge quantities to be sold to local supermarkets and restaurants. This is Aero Farms, a massive indoor vertical farm in Newark, New Jersey.
Our mission is to build farms in cities all over the world so people have access to fresh, great tasting, highly nutritious food.
Crops are stacked more than 30 feet high inside this 30,000 square foot space. They're grown using aeroponic technology.
Typically in indoor growing, the roots sit in water and one tries to oxygenate the water. Our key inventor realized that if we missed nutrition to the root structure, then the roots have a better oxygenation.
AeroFarm says the root misting system allows them to use 95% less water than a regular field farm. They also use no pesticides or herbicides. Instead of soil, plants are grown in reusable cloth made from recycled plastic. And instead of the sun, there are rows and rows of specialized LED lighting.
A lot of people say, sunless, wait, plants need sun. In fact, the plants don't need yellow spectrum, so we're able to reduce our energy footprint by doing things like reducing certain types of spectrum.
This sophisticated climate-controlled system cuts the growing cycle in half, so crops can be grown all year round, but with a much smaller impact on the environment.
There's all these stresses on our planet. 70% of our freshwater contamination comes from agriculture. About 70% of our freshwater usage goes to agriculture. 1/3 of our arable land has been degraded in the last 40 years. All these macro trends point to the fact that we need a new way to feed our planet.
One of the early champions of vertical farming is Columbia University ecologist Dixon DePommier. In 1999, DePommier and his students proposed that vertical farms could feed overpopulated cities while using less land and less water. They would also cut greenhouse gases by eliminating the need to transport food over long distances. And the idea is finally taking root. Over the past few years, vertical farms have sprouted all over the world, including in Vancouver, Singapore, Panama, the UK, and around the US. Here at Newark, Aero Farms is building out another new farm in a former steel mill, one that's bigger than a football field. Once it's fully operational, it's expected to produce 2 million pounds of greens a year, all grown vertically.
We listen to the plants very carefully to try and understand what they're telling us and try and optimize all these different qualities of a plant. It's a tough business, but it's one that's going to stay, and it's going to have a bigger and bigger impact.
Do you think vertical farms will help solve our food production problems? Let us know in the comments below. And check out this next episode to see how this major U.S. city is striving to become zero waste.
When I started at Recology 23 years ago, the recycling rate was around 38%. Today, we've more than doubled that.
So far, San Francisco has diverted 80% of its waste away from landfills, and its success has been getting global attention. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more Seeker stories.
So that's just one example of a sustainable farming idea, which would be vertical farming. And you can see that there is a lot of information about vertical farming on this website that we've created. You can also see there's other links to sustainable agriculture ideas. There's also links to things that don't have to do with food, but with water collection. You can also take a look at those as well. But if we scroll down, I do want you to notice that this is actually a 3-page resource. So you'll see at the bottom, we're just looking at page 1. There's a page 2 and page 3. So there's lots more ideas. I love the one on page 2 talks about using or creating a garden underwater, which is really, really neat idea. Let's see if I can find that to show you. Nemo's Garden official video pitch. This is about an actual garden that's grown under the ocean, which I just think is a really unique idea, a way to use land that has not previously been thought of. And kind of take a quick look at that too.
Since the beginning of time, we have been asking ourselves millions of questions. Some of these questions seem strange, very strange, but ultimately they turn out to revolutionize the way we live and perceive the world. Other questions, well, simply haven't. Oh, but I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Luca. Together with my dad and our team, we make many different things. Scuba gear, electronic equipment, protection equipment, and so on. One day, we asked ourselves a very strange question. Can we grow plants underwater? What? Yes, you heard me. Underwater. Let me explain. Plants are very delicate organisms. To grow, they need constant temperatures, water, light, and protection from parasites and harmful elements. Unfortunately, the perfect alignment of all these factors is not easy to find. That's why alternative solutions have been looked for and created. But not all of these solutions are perfect. I believe we can do better than this. Now, imagine a place that receives a lot of light, with constant temperatures, protected, and where there's a lot of water. Sounds like the ocean. By utilizing a biosphere, a kind of bubble filled with air, but underwater, we can plant our seeds. Light from the sun penetrates the surface and gets to the plant inside the biosphere. At the same time, the water of the surface inside the sphere evaporates. This way, fresh water is automatically provided to our growing plant. The ocean holds a constant, stable temperature and also acts as a magnificent protection from insects, parasites, and abrupt climate changes. Basically, it's an ecological and auto-sustainable system. Is it too good to be true? It could mean growing veggies in many inhospitable regions in the world, extending cultivable areas, and having completely natural products, while using very little energy. All of this could be achievable if we could grow plants underwater. Whoops, almost forgot. If you want to know another very strange thing, we actually did it. and all that we have been talking about already exists.
So just another idea of some sustainable agriculture that's happening. You can see that, like I said, there's lots and lots of websites you can check out here to get some more ideas about food security and how to develop some sustainable agriculture. And a reminder just again that this is a 3-page resource, so this is tons and tons of ideas for you as you try to come up with your own idea for some sustainable food development. If you have any questions, you can contact me or Miss Bierle at our email addresses. Mine is pam.kringle@k12.st.us. Hope you have a wonderful day.